Alright, peeps. It's finally here. Greetings, everyone. This is Disney 9900, and at long last, the successor to the Nintendo Switch has been finally revealed this morning, and it's going to be called Nintendo Switch 2. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time that we've seen a new Nintendo platform straight up use the number 2 for the name, as opposed to something that's supposed to sound cool, like going from the NES to the SNES, or more infamously, the Wii to the Wii U. I say new platform because obviously the 2DS existed, but that was a revision for the 3DS and not its own separate thing, so technically this is the first for Nintendo. It's not as exciting of a name, I'll admit, but it's a safe name. It gets the point that this is a brand spanking new console, Wii U, and I figured, why don't we go ahead and do a little reaction video, because this is a big deal. It felt like an eternity just waiting for the Switch 2 to get revealed. Nintendo has been kind of drip feeding information about the console until now, when they finally dropped the first look trailer, as they call it. So I figure, why don't we go ahead and do a reaction to the console, as like I said, this is a pretty big reveal, even though the console has been pretty much spoiled by this point because of how many rumors and leaks have been showing up. I haven't paid attention to any of it because I hate rumors and leaks, but it's been tough to avoid spoilers for this console either way. So don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more reactions like this. I was actually about to get to another video that I promised to make a few months ago, but this takes priority, so let's take a look at the new console. Alright, y'all, let's do it. Let's take a look at the Switch 2. Oh boy. At long last. Okay. Oh, it's bigger. It's much bigger. Oh. 2 USB-C ports? Am I saying that right? Oh. Okay, same adjustable kickstand like the OLED. Okay. Ooh. Oh, so all the Joy-Cons are more curved this time. Ooh. Oh, wait. Wait, so are the Joy-Cons magnetic? Because I didn't see the slide rail. I like the additional curves. That should improve the ergonomics. Please use Hall effect sensors to get rid of that stupid drift. I'm on my hands and knees. I like the highlights though. That's kind of clean. And the straps. Yeah, they're magnetic. Interesting. Interesting. That's clean. I wonder how much bigger this is going to be. It looks quite a bit larger. I like the logo though. Oh, that's just No, that's a new Mario Kart. That's a new Mario Kart. Okay, so the dock's even more curved too. The grip looks almost identical, so it's gonna be pretty small. 2025. Okay. Yeah, backwards compatibility. That's dope. Oh, wow. That is significantly larger. Whoa, okay. Wow. Plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games, of course. Because they did mention backwards compatibility a few months ago, so that makes sense. Do we have a price for this? I wonder how much bigger that screen is. They're not showing the OLED Switch, so... And the bezels are noticeably larger, too, so... It looks like they're going back to LCD for the Switch 2, as opposed to sticking with OLED like the Switch OLED. That's definitely not a 7-inch screen. That looks closer to 8 inches. Wow, this is not going to be a small handheld, unlike the original Switch, and especially the Switch Lite. Oh, boy. Very curious about how this is going to feel. Okay, so there is going to be an April. Wow, That's quite late. But yeah, they are going to do a dedicated Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2. So that's where we're going to learn all the details about the new hardware, as well as the games that we're going to be playing on this thing. But we did get to see a little bit of a preview of this Mario Kart. That's definitely a new Mario Kart because, like, if we go here, yeah, those are new models of Mario and Luigi. That's that's Mario Kart 9. That is literally Mario Kart 9. That's cool though. Oh, I've just realized that there's a new button on the right Joy-Con. Huh. Interesting. I like the highlight colors of the neon blue on the left and the neon red on the right. I do hope that they offer this in a white set as well, because the black looks slick. I'll give it that. But like the white of the Switch OLED, at least the white Joy-Cons at least, that looks a lot better in my opinion. But this looks good too. So no, it's just a sneak peek of the console itself. Let me take a look. Let's go back to the tablet here, because I'm curious if it is 2 USB-C ports or if it's just the one on the bottom. Yeah, that is quite a bit bigger. That looks to be like an 8-inch screen or something like that. Oh god. If this is going to be similar in size to like the Steam Deck, then oh boy. Because like the Steam Deck is a huge handheld. I love that thing, but it's not what I would call small, especially compared to the Switch and even the Switch OLED. But yeah. Yeah, that's a second USB-C port on the top. Interesting. Wonder what they're going to use that second one for. Huh. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Also, the kickstand is noticeably different compared to the kickstand of like the Switch OLED, where in fact, let me get a full screen of my webcam here. You can see the kickstand of the Switch OLED model pretty much spanned the entire bottom, pretty much covered almost the entire bottom half of the console. This is quite a bit different from the very crappy kickstand of the original Switch, which was cheap as all hell, and I absolutely hated this thing. I hope that this kickstand is at least just as durable as the Switch OLED model, but I guess we'll see once this console releases. Given that the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct in April, I thought for sure this was going to be like a spring, maybe summer release, but it sounds like this could be either a late summer release or maybe early fall. I'm curious about the thickness too. It looks to be a similar thickness to the original. Let me go back just a second. Yeah, look at that size comparison between the two Joy-Cons. Holy crap. That is crazy. I hope that helps with ergonomics. The sticks also look like they got redesigned too, so I hope that these are going to be at least more durable than the original Joy-Cons, because I respect the Joy-Cons for what they are, but I wouldn't say they're amazing controllers to use. They're not the most comfortable, and of course, the drifting. And of course, the lack of a D-pad is still a little bit of a problem. But it looks like I just realized the L and R buttons are noticeably larger, probably because of the bigger size, because, like, not sure how well this is going to come through on camera, but come on, focus. Yeah, the L button, at least the R button on this case, didn't go quite, yeah, it extends a little bit further on the Switch 2. Interesting. But yeah, there is that extra button underneath the home button. Wonder what that's gonna be. Did we see the IR camera? Not that it matters, because, like, so few games used it. Okay, yeah, it is still there. You can clearly see a little cutout for that. But yeah, the rails extend out quite a bit more. So, are these 2 extra buttons next to the SL and SR? I'm curious. At least the player indicators were easily noticed. Huh. It's interesting. I wonder... The buttons don't look to be quite as flat as the original Joy-Cons either. But then again, that could just be for this promo video. But yeah, this is... Yeah. Yeah, that does look slick. That does look slick. It's just... My mind is not ready to have this new Nintendo handheld be absolutely ginormous. Oh, God. That is going to be quite a difficult fit in my backpack with my Steam Deck. Oh, boy. And apparently Nintendo's going to be holding some hands-on events for the Switch 2, probably leading up to its release. I'm going to go to Nintendo's website and just see what else we can find. Okay, we're on Nintendo's website now. So we get to see a proper render of the Switch 2 with the new controllers. The grip looks like it did get redesigned. Although it does still look pretty small, so Pro Controller is still going to be the go-to. And the release button got noticeably changed as well. Not that it's gonna be any different other than the fact that, you know, just clip them to the side as opposed to sliding them on. I wonder why they made that change. Probably to make the connection more stable. Interesting. So both sides of cartridges are also gonna take on the same design as the Switch 1. Or will it be... Or are they gonna pull our 3DS where it'll just have a tiny little notch for the 3DS cartridges compared to so that you don't insert them into a DS? It's possible they'll do the same here, but it's good to know that our physical and digital Switch 1 games are compatible on the Switch 2, but of course, certain games are not going to be fully compatible on the Switch 2. I imagine that's probably some of the specialty stuff, like the Labo stuff is the first thing that comes to mind. I bet the Labo's probably not going to be compatible on the Switch 2. Yeah, there's going to be hands-on events in April in New York City from April 4th through April 6th, LA from April 11th to the 13th, and Dallas, Texas from the 25th to the 27th. Technically, I live close to New York City, but I don't think I'm going to go down there just to get hands-on with the Switch 2. Those events will likely get crowded, and New York City is a lot to handle. And the only thing in regards to the Switch 2 Direct is just this little splash screen. The broadcast time, of course, has not been announced yet. I imagine it will probably be either a 10 a.m. Eastern Direct or maybe a 5 p.m. Eastern Direct, like some of their past Nintendo Directs. But yeah, like I said earlier in the video, this will definitely be focusing on all the hardware as well as some of the games that we will be playing at launch. So I'm willing to bet that this is probably going to be releasing in the time frame of, I'm going to say around July to September, around that time frame of when we're going to finally be able to buy the Switch 2. Because if they're waiting until April to do a direct for this thing, then we're not going to be seeing this thing for a good long while before and after this thing. Well, not after, because, like, again, the hands-on stuff. I don't know what nonsense I'm speaking right now. I'm not awake, if y'all couldn't tell, even though it's almost noon. Either way. But yeah, the Switch 2 is finally here. They went into no details about, like, any of the features, of course. We only got to see a glimpse of it, but still, I'll take anything official for this reveal, and I like where this is going. I'm curious about the Joy-Cons, as well as just how much bigger it's actually going to be in person. Because, like, as long as it's not as big as the Steam Deck, I'll be fine with that. But it's definitely going to be pushing that size, I feel like. Oh boy. So, I just realized that it's just the standard Switch 2. There's no, like, light version at launch, unless they show that during the Direct. But, yeah. Other than that, I'm impressed. I like where this is going. There's not much else to say, really, because, like, there was just this teaser and nothing more, so I guess I'm just gonna stop there before I just ramble on for way too long. So, again, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And that's gonna do it for me in this video. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. This is DSFix9900 signing off.